There is a place of deep stillness within you, a space that is untouched by the rushing currents of the world, a sanctuary that remains sacred no matter what storms may rage outside. It is not a place you must search for. It is not hidden. It is not a destination you must reach, but a home that has always been yours. All that is required of you is to remember it, to rest into it, to trust it as the core of your being. In this moment, you are invited to stop. Stop the striving, stop the chasing, stop the doing. For you have been conditioned to believe that life is something to be attained, something you must earn. But the truth is far simpler, far gentler. You are already whole. There is nothing outside of you that can fulfill you, nothing you must do to prove your worth. Your value is not in what you have achieved, but in the very breath that sustains your life, in the quiet presence that pulses through you, unseen but always there. When we seek, we often look outward, searching for meaning in things, in circumstances, in people. We chase love, success, peace, as though they were treasures hidden somewhere in the world waiting to be discovered. But the paradox of existence is this: what you seek is already within you. It always has been. The love you crave, the peace you long for, the joy you desire, they are not things to be attained. They are aspects of your being, waiting to be remembered, waiting to be lived. You are not on a quest to find these things, but rather to uncover them, to let them rise from within you like the dawn breaks through the night sky. The mind will tell you otherwise. It will fill you with noise and distraction, constantly urging you to do more, be more, prove more. It will tell you that you are not enough as you are, that you must become something or someone different in order to deserve happiness. But the soul knows a different truth. The soul understands that you are already complete, already perfect as you are. You are not broken. You do not need fixing. The only thing that needs to change is your perception of yourself. You are not your accomplishments. You are not your failures. You are not your body, your thoughts, or your past. You are the awareness behind it all, the silent witness to your own life. You are the sky, not the clouds that pass through it. You are the light, not the shadow that obscures it. When you rest in this truth, when you allow yourself to simply be, the world around you begins to change. You no longer need to chase after things, for life begins to unfold before you effortlessly, naturally, in perfect harmony with your soul. You are here to live, not to struggle. You are here to express, not to impress. When you rest in God, when you rest in the knowing that you are already whole, life begins to flow through you like a river finding its course. You are not pushing the river. You are not trying to control the current. You are simply allowing the water to carry you. And in that surrender, you find peace. You find joy. You find the freedom that has always been yours. It is not in doing that you will find peace, but in being. It is not in achieving that you will find fulfillment, but in remembering that you are already enough. There is a divine intelligence at work within you, orchestrating the events of your life with perfect timing. You need not worry about the details. Trust that you are being guided moment by moment, step by step, to exactly where you need to be. The universe is not outside of you, it is within you, moving through you, unfolding your life with grace and beauty. So rest, beloved one. Rest in the knowing that you are held. Rest in the truth that all is unfolding as it should. You do not need to control the future or fix the past. You do not need to chase after something more. You are already complete, already perfect, already whole. The world may try to convince you otherwise, but the soul knows the truth. The soul knows that you are divine, that you are enough just as you are. When you release the need to control, when you let go of the desire to shape your life according to the expectations of others, something miraculous happens. You begin to experience life as it was meant to be experienced. You begin to see the beauty in the simplest moments, the sacredness in the ordinary. You begin to feel the presence of the divine in everything you do, in every breath you take. You realize that life is not something that happens to you, it is something that happens through you as you. You are not separate from the divine. You are the divine. You are the expression of Source, the embodiment of love, the vessel through which the light of creation shines. There is no separation between you and the Creator. There is no distance between you and God. You are one with all that is. The only thing that keeps you from knowing this is the illusion of separation, the belief that you are alone, that you are not enough, that you must strive and struggle to prove your worth. But the truth is that you were born in perfection. You were created in the image of the divine, and you are held in love. There is nothing you must do to earn that love. It is already yours. You are already enough. And when you rest in that truth, when you allow yourself to simply be, everything in your life begins to shift. the world begins to reflect back to you the love that you already are. The universe begins to conspire in your favor, bringing you exactly what you need when you need it. So let go of the struggle, let go of the resistance, let go of the need to control the outcome. Trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. You do not need to know how everything will turn out. You do not need to have all the answers. You only need to trust the process and surrender to the flow of life. When you do this, you align yourself with the divine current that is always available to you, and you find peace in the present moment. Remember, you are already whole. You are already enough. You are already connected to Source. There is nothing you need to become, nothing you need to attain. You are not on a quest to find God. You are here to remember that God is already within you. You are not here to become whole. You are here to uncover the wholeness that has always been within you. And when you allow that truth to take root in your soul, you will experience life in its fullest, most vibrant expression. So rest in God, let life unfold. Trust that all is well and that you are exactly where you need to be. You are not alone. You are loved. You are enough. And as you rest in this truth, you will find that everything you have been seeking has been with you all along. As you allow yourself to rest in God, to rest in the truth of your being, you begin to realize that life is not a series of disconnected events to be controlled or feared. Life is a seamless unfolding of divine intelligence, and you are an integral part of that unfolding. Every moment, every breath is an expression of the divine mystery moving through you, shaping you, and drawing you closer to the eternal truth of who you are. You do not need to chase it because it is already within you. You do not need to grasp for it because it is already present, just waiting for you to notice. When you let go of the need to control your life, when you surrender your grip on the illusion of separation, you begin to trust the flow of existence itself. You begin to recognize that life is not something that happens to you, but something that happens with you. You are not a passive observer in this world. You are an active participant in the divine dance of creation. And when you surrender to this truth, when you stop fighting the current, you find that you are not swept away by the waters of life. Instead, you are carried by them, held and supported as you move with the rhythm of the universe. In this place of surrender, you begin to experience a profound peace. It is not a peace that comes from the absence of struggle, but a peace that arises from the acceptance of what is. You no longer need life to be different than it is because you know that everything in its own time is unfolding as it should. You no longer need to force the pieces of the puzzle together because you trust that the picture will form on its own. You begin to see the beauty in the chaos, the order in the disorder, the grace in the challenges, because you know that all of it is part of the divine plan. In this place of deep trust, you no longer need to seek external validation. The world cannot give you the approval that your soul already knows it has. You were not born to conform to the expectations of others. You were born to live from the truth of your own being, to express the love and light that is uniquely yours to share. You are not here to prove yourself, but to simply be yourself. And when you stand in that truth, when you allow yourself to be who you truly are, you become a magnet for the love, joy, and abundance that are your birthright. You see, the world will tell you that you need more success, more wealth, more recognition, but the soul knows the truth. The soul knows that you are already enough, just as you are. The soul knows that you do not need to accumulate things to feel fulfilled. You do not need to chase after dreams that were never truly yours. You do not need to impress anyone or prove your worth. Your worth is inherent in your being. You are already perfect, already whole, already connected to Source. And when you allow yourself to rest in that truth, when you stop seeking approval from the outside world, you find that the world begins to reflect that truth back to you. The love you seek comes to you effortlessly because you are no longer trying to grasp for it. It flows to you because you have opened yourself to it, because you are no longer blocking the flow with your doubts and insecurities. The peace you crave is not something you must chase. It is already within you, waiting for you to remember it. And when you remember, when you stop fighting against the currents of life and simply rest in the present moment, that peace floods your soul. This is the beauty of life. It is a reflection of what is within you. The world you see is not separate from you. It is a mirror of your inner state. When you change your inner landscape, when you align yourself with the truth of who you are, the world around you begins to shift. It may not happen overnight, but with each passing day, as you let go of the need to control, to force, to prove, you begin to see the divine order behind the apparent chaos. You begin to feel the connection between all things. You begin to see the divine in everyone and everything. And in that seeing, you are healed. Healing does not come from doing. It comes from being. Healing comes from resting in the truth of your divinity, from remembering that you are not your body, your thoughts, your emotions, or your past. You are the presence that witnesses it all. You are the stillness beneath the surface of the mind, the awareness that sees all without becoming attached to any of it. And when you rest in that awareness, when you allow yourself to simply be, you experience the healing power of the divine. So let go of the idea that you must change in order to be whole. You are already whole. You are not broken. You are not incomplete. You are not lacking. You are a divine being created in the image of love, and you are perfect just as you are. All you need to do is remember. All you need to do is stop seeking outside of yourself for what you already have within. The peace, the love, the joy, they are already there. And when you rest in that truth, when you allow them to emerge naturally from within you, your life becomes a reflection of that inner peace. You are not here to search for something you lack. You are here to awaken to the truth of what you already are. You are not here to become someone else. You are here to return to your true self, to remember your divine nature, to rest in the eternal presence that is always with you. The universe is not something you must conquer. It is something you are a part of, something that flows through you, a reflection of the divine intelligence that created all things. And when you trust in that, when you surrender to the flow of life, you find that everything you need is already provided for you. The world may tell you that you must struggle to survive, that you must compete to succeed, but the soul knows the truth. You are not here to survive. You are here to live. You are here to express your unique gifts, to share your love with the world, to be a beacon of light in a world that so desperately needs it. You are not here to chase after fleeting desires or to prove your worth. You are here to remember your divine nature and to rest in the knowing that you are enough. You are here to express the love, the joy, the peace that resides within you and to share that light with the world. You are not here to build a legacy of accomplishments, but to build a legacy of presence. Your life is not about what you do, it is about who you are. And when you rest in that truth, when you allow yourself to simply be, your life becomes a beautiful reflection of the divine, unfolding effortlessly, just as it was meant to be. So rest, beloved soul. Rest in the knowing that you are held. Rest in the knowing that all is well. Rest in the knowing that you are already complete. And as you rest, life will unfold before you, exactly as it is meant to, in perfect harmony with the divine. And so, as you rest in the truth of who you are, you begin to experience the incredible liberation that comes with surrender. This surrender is not a giving up or a resignation. It is a gentle return to your natural state, the state of being that existed before the world told you who you should be, before the conditioning and the expectations molded you into someone you thought you needed to be. It is the return to the essence of your being, the silent witness, the stillness that resides at the center of your heart. This is where your freedom lies, in the surrender to the present moment, in the trust that life will unfold as it was always meant to in its own divine timing. You see, the mind wants to control. It wants to force the future into a predictable pattern. It seeks to protect, to strategize, to manipulate. But the soul knows that it is already aligned with the flow of life, with the pulse of the universe. The soul knows that everything that happens in your life, from the most joyful moments to the most painful trials, is part of a greater unfolding, a perfect orchestration, one that is beyond the grasp of the mind and is instead felt deeply within the heart. And when you begin to feel this divine flow, when you begin to recognize that you are not separate from it, something miraculous happens. You stop fighting. You stop trying to push the river, to swim against the current, to create a life that fits into some narrow vision. You realize that life is not a problem to be solved. It is a mystery to be lived. The questions you've been asking, what is my purpose? Why is this happening to me? What should I do next? Begin to fall away because you understand that all of life's answers are already within you, planted deeply in the core of your being. You no longer need the approval of the outside world. You no longer need to meet society's expectations of success, beauty, or achievement. You no longer need to prove your worth because you know deep in the marrow of your bones that your worth is intrinsic, it is eternal, and it is beyond the reach of anything the world could offer or take away. You are not what you have done. You are not what you own. You are not even what you have become. You are the essence of who you are. an unshakable presence that can never be diminished or diluted. And when you know this, when you rest in this knowing, you become a force of peace, a force of love, a force of presence, not in the striving to change the world, but in the deep, unwavering stillness that radiates from your being. And it is in this stillness that life begins to speak to you, not through the noise of the world, not through the distractions and demands that come from the outside, but through the subtle whispers of the heart. It is here, in the stillness, where you will hear the voice of your soul, the voice that speaks not in words, but in feelings, in intuitions, in gentle nudges. And you begin to trust that voice. You begin to trust that when you listen to the rhythm of your soul, when you align with its truth, you are moving in harmony with all that is. The divine is not separate from you, it is within you, guiding you, breathing through you, living through you. The mind will often challenge you. It will try to pull you away from this space of stillness, this space of surrender. The ego will whisper, "You are not doing enough. You need to accomplish more. You must do this. You must fix that." But you will know in the depths of your being that these are the voices of illusion. These are the voices that want to keep you trapped in the belief that you are not enough, that you must become something more in order to be worthy. But your soul, the eternal truth of who you are, reminds you that you have always been enough. You are not a body to be perfected. You are not a mind to be fixed. You are a being of light, a child of the universe, already whole, already complete, already divine. And as you come to recognize this truth, you begin to see the world differently. You begin to see the sacredness in everything, the way the light filters through the trees, the sound of the wind rustling the leaves, the touch of a loved one's hand, the stillness of the night sky. You begin to see that the world is not a chaotic, random place, but a living, breathing expression of the divine. Every single moment, every single breath is a part of the divine unfolding, and you are an integral part of it. You no longer feel separate from the world because you know that the world is you. You are the universe, the stars, the sky, the earth. It is all one, and you are in perfect alignment with it. And in this alignment, in this deep knowing, you come to understand that you do not need to rush toward anything. You do not need to chase after anything. The illusion of scarcity, the idea that there is not enough, that you must fight for what you want, begins to dissolve. You understand that you are connected to an infinite source of love, abundance, and wisdom. You are never without. You are never lacking. The universe is always, in every moment, offering you everything you need, everything you are meant to have, everything you are meant to experience. And the more you rest in this truth, the more your life begins to mirror it. You begin to attract the people, the experiences, the opportunities that are in alignment with your highest good, and everything begins to flow with effortless grace. This is the miracle of surrender. This is the power of trusting the divine order of life. When you stop forcing, when you stop striving, when you stop trying to control the outcomes, you allow life to unfold in the most beautiful and unexpected ways. You stop thinking that you need to figure it all out, and you begin to allow life to guide you, to lead you, to carry you where you need to go. You are no longer fighting the current of life. You are moving with it, dancing with it, and in doing so, you discover that life is not something to be endured, it is something to be celebrated. You begin to see that you were never meant to struggle, never meant to force. You were meant to be at peace, to be in flow, to be in harmony with all that is. And when you rest in that flow, when you let go of the need to control the world around you, you find that the world begins to change. You begin to experience miracles. Not in the grand, dramatic ways you might have imagined, but in the quiet, subtle ways that life speaks to you when you are still enough to hear it. The miracle is in the peace that fills your heart, the love that flows through your life, the clarity that arises when you stop seeking, stop striving, stop pushing. In this space of surrender, you come to realize that you are not separate from the divine. You are not a lone wanderer, lost in a world that does not understand you. You are the divine in form, walking through this world, offering your light, your love, your presence to all those around you. And when you recognize this, when you begin to live from this knowing, you become a beacon for others. You begin to radiate the truth of who you are, and in doing so, you invite others to remember their own divinity, to remember their own truth. And so, the cycle continues each moment, each breath, an unfolding of divine love, of divine truth. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to fight. You are here to rest in the truth of who you are, to trust in the unfolding of your life, to allow yourself to be who you were always meant to be. When you rest in that truth, you will see that the entire universe is conspiring to support you, to guide you, to carry you through this life with grace and ease. This is the magic of surrender. This is the power of rest. This is the divine truth that you are enough, that you are whole, that you are already everything you need to be. And as you rest in this truth, you will find that life in all its beauty and mystery will unfold before you with effortless grace. And so, beloved soul, you arrive at the quiet realization that life is not a series of tasks to be completed, but a sacred dance of being, of unfolding, of remembering. The world around you is not a place to conquer, but a mirror, reflecting back to you the truth of your own essence. You are not a stranger in this world, moving through it with fear and uncertainty, but a radiant expression of the divine, walking in harmony with the rhythm of the universe. When you surrender to life, when you cease the struggle to make things fit into your limited view, you open yourself to a greater vision, the vision of your soul, the vision of the divine plan, which has always been in motion, working through you and with you. You are part of this grand design. You are woven into the fabric of existence, a unique thread in a tapestry too vast to understand with the mind. And yet, you can feel it, this interconnectedness, this unity, this peace. It is in the stillness, the sacred quiet between breaths, that you find yourself, not in the doing, not in the striving, not in the seeking, but in the being. You are being led by the invisible hand of divine intelligence, guiding you effortlessly toward the next moment, toward the next unfolding. And in this flow, you find yourself not lacking, but whole, not searching, but remembering. You realize that you have always been exactly where you needed to be. Every step, every breath, every joy, every sorrow has led you here to this very moment where you are at one with the eternal presence that is your true nature. The world may still seem to churn with chaos. The winds may howl, the storms may rage, and yet inside you there is calm, there is peace. There is the knowing that no matter what happens, you are anchored in something far deeper than the surface events of your life. You are anchored in the timeless truth that you are enough, that you are held, that you are loved by the universe itself. The ebb and flow of life no longer disturbs you, for you are the stillness within the storm, the peace within the chaos, the light within the darkness. When you rest in God, you rest in the truth that you are already complete. The mind will continue to ask questions, to seek answers, to worry about what is to come, but your soul knows a different truth. The answers are already within you. The peace you seek is already here. The love you long for is already flowing through you. You are not incomplete. You are not missing anything. You are whole as you have always been, as you always will be. In the deepest part of you, in that sacred silence, you know that life is not something you must force or control. It is something you are invited to experience. The more you allow life to unfold naturally, the more you align with the divine flow, the more grace and beauty fill your world. You do not need to chase after happiness, success, or love. They will come to you effortlessly when you cease to chase them. When you surrender the need to achieve and simply allow yourself to be, life becomes a gift, a flowing river of love and abundance that carries you effortlessly to your highest good. So, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the world lift from your shoulders. You are not responsible for carrying the burdens of the universe. You are here to live in it, to express it, to be a living testament to the truth that you are already everything you seek. Let go of the need to perform, to prove, to strive. Let go of the illusion that you must do something extraordinary to be worthy of love, peace, or joy. You are worthy simply because you are. You are whole simply because you exist. When you rest in God, you rest in the very source of life itself. You are a child of the universe, born of love, born of light, born of the divine. The world may tell you that you are not enough, that you must change, that you must become someone else, but your soul knows the truth. You are already perfect, already divine, already whole. You are the light of the world, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are the love you seek. You are the peace you crave. You are the joy that comes from surrender, from allowing life to unfold as it was always meant to. And so rest, beloved one. Rest in the knowing that everything you need is already within you. Rest in the assurance that you are loved, that you are supported, that you are connected to something far greater than yourself. Trust in the divine intelligence that moves through you, that guides you, that loves you. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the need to fix. Let go of the need to become, and simply rest. Rest in the truth that you are already whole. Rest in the peace that comes from knowing that life is unfolding perfectly just as it should. You are not here to prove yourself. You are here to remember who you are. You are here to shine, not with effort, but with alignment. You are the light of the world, and as you rest in that light, you illuminate everything around you. You do not need to search for God. You do not need to chase after the truth. It is already here, already within you, already unfolding just as it was meant to. So breathe deeply, beloved one. Rest in the quiet, knowing that you are enough. Rest in the truth that life is unfolding perfectly. Rest in God and let life unfold. You are already everything you seek. You always have been. You always will be. There is an ancient truth quietly waiting in the depths of your soul, a truth that has always been here, yet we spend lifetimes looking elsewhere for it. You search in the rush of the world, in the noise, in the chase. You look for purpose, for meaning, for love, for fulfillment, believing that you must find it somewhere outside of yourself. But what if I told you that what you seek is already within you? Not somewhere down the road, not in some distant future, not when you finally achieve what the world says you must achieve. No, it is right here in this moment, waiting for you to stop, breathe, and realize that you have never been apart from it. You see, life is not something that is waiting for you to catch up. It is not something that is going to surprise you once you've done enough, been enough, or proven enough. Life is not a race. It is a revelation. And this revelation does not require you to do anything. No special skill, no grand achievement. Only this, the willingness to stop, to be still, and to feel the truth that is already present. We've been taught from the very beginning to chase. We've been conditioned to believe that we are not enough as we are. The world tells us we must perform, we must achieve, we must show our worth through outward accomplishments. And so we run. We run to fill the void we feel, the void that the world has created by telling us that we are incomplete without external validation. But there comes a moment, perhaps in quiet contemplation or in the stillness of your soul, when you realize, I am not running to find myself, I am running because I have forgotten who I am. And this is the beautiful paradox, the silent invitation that the universe whispers to you. You are already everything you are searching for. You do not need to become more than you are. You do not need to fix yourself. You do not need to struggle or strive. You need only to return. Return to the knowing that you are already whole. You have always been whole. There is nothing to do. Just be. The ego will argue with this. The ego will tell you, if you stop running, you will miss out. If you stop striving, you will fall behind. But the ego is a trickster, a master illusionist, telling you lies dressed as truths. The ego is a voice that tells you to prove yourself, to fight for your place, to be more than you are, to seek more than what you already have. And yet, when you quiet the ego, when you silence its constant chatter, you begin to feel something different, something that has always been here beneath the surface of your thoughts. This is your soul speaking, and it is not rushing, it is not striving, it is simply being. It is the awareness that has been with you since before time began, the awareness that witnesses your life unfold without judgment, without comparison, without need for improvement. This is your true self, the part of you that is infinite, unchanging, and always whole, and it is already enough. Think of the sky. It does not rush to become the clouds. It does not need to force the rain to fall. It simply is. And in its being, the clouds appear, the rain falls, the sun rises and sets. The sky does not seek validation. It knows that it is complete in its stillness, in its vastness, in its presence. And you too are the sky. The world will tell you otherwise. It will tell you to climb higher, to reach further, to become more. But I tell you now, you do not need to climb higher. You do not need to reach further. You do not need to become more. You need only to be. To sit in the truth of your being and remember that you are not what you do. You are not your achievements. You are not your past. You are the one who watches all of these things unfold. You are the awareness that holds it all. So let go of the need to do. Let go of the need to chase. Let go of the need to prove. You are enough right now. You are enough in this breath, in this moment. You do not need to change yourself. You do not need to become someone else. You only need to remember who you truly are. And in this remembering, something miraculous happens. The more you allow yourself to be, the more the world begins to mirror that stillness. The more you stop chasing, the more life begins to flow to you effortlessly. When you stop seeking, you begin to realize that everything you've ever wanted has been inside you all along. Peace is not something you find, it is something you return to. Love is not something you find in others, it is something that awakens within you. Joy is not something you seek, it is something you remember. But it requires stillness. It requires surrender. It requires the courage to stop doing and simply be. In the stillness, you will discover the depth of your own being. You will discover that you are not a separate entity struggling to survive. You are part of something much larger, an eternal, infinite presence that connects all things. You are the ocean, not the wave. You are the sky, not the cloud. When you finally rest in this truth, you begin to walk through life with a lightness you have never known. You no longer carry the heavy burden of striving. You no longer need to prove anything to anyone, least of all to yourself. You walk with the grace of someone who knows they are already home. And home is not a place, it is a state of being. It is the awareness that you are always connected to Source, always loved, always enough. The world will continue to be noisy. The world will continue to pull at your attention. But when you are rooted in your truth, when you are grounded in your being, you will remain unmoved. The storms will come, the challenges will arise, but you will not be shaken because you know the truth. There is nothing to do. You are not here to prove yourself. You are here to be. You are here to remember. And so, my friend, I invite you to take a deep breath. Feel the stillness that resides within you. Know that this stillness is not an absence, but a presence. It is the very essence of who you are. And when you align with it, when you rest in it, you will find that everything you seek begins to appear. Not because you are trying to make it happen, but because you have stopped trying to control it. You are already whole. You are already complete. You are already loved. There is nothing you need to do. Just be, just breathe, just trust. And in this trust, in this surrender, you will find the peace you have been searching for. There is nothing to do. Just be. And in that being, you will remember the truth. You are enough just as you are. And in that truth, you will discover the freedom that has always been yours. As you sit in the stillness, you begin to notice a subtle shift, a gentle stirring, not from the world, but from within. It is the whisper of your soul, always speaking, always guiding. And it speaks not in words, not in instructions, but in sensations, in feelings, in quiet awakenings. This is the language of the divine, the unspoken truth that beats in the rhythm of your heart. When you listen to this deeper call, you realize that you have never been lost. You have only forgotten that you are already complete, forgotten that the essence of the universe has always been within you. Look around you now. See how the world moves, how it breathes. Every leaf, every drop of rain, every breath of wind is an expression of life's intelligence moving through form and formlessness alike. And you too are a part of this. You are not separate from the world you see. You are a manifestation of it. The divine current flows through you as it does through every living being, through every star that shines, through every ocean wave that rises and falls. And yet, you've been taught to believe you are apart from it, as if the miracle of life is something outside of you, something to be earned, something to be attained. But the truth is this: you are the miracle. You are the answer. You are the sacred expression of the same divine intelligence that orchestrates the dance of galaxies. You do not need to search for the sacred. It is here in you now. It has always been. And when you stop looking for it outside, you begin to see it everywhere you look because it is you. Consider for a moment the vastness of the sky. It holds within it the clouds, the stars, the Sunday. It holds both the storm and the calm, but it is not defined by either. It is simply the sky unaffected by what passes through it. And this is how you are meant to be. You are not the passing thoughts. You are not the fleeting emotions. You are the awareness, the vast, boundless sky in which all experiences are held. And when you remember this, when you realize that you are the sky, the storm no longer holds power over you. The winds of life may blow, the clouds may gather, but you remain untouched. In the stillness, you are reminded of this profound truth. There is nothing to do. The mind may rush to fill the space, to seek something to hold on to, but the heart knows the truth. There is nothing to grasp. There is no need to chase. There is no need to prove. You are not here to attain anything. You are here to remember who you are beyond the roles, beyond the titles, beyond the stories. You are the space in which all of this unfolds. It is in this space that you begin to heal. For healing does not come through force, through struggle, through fixing. Healing comes through remembering. It comes through the willingness to return to your original state, to the truth of your being. You were born whole. You have never been broken. The wounds you carry are not yours to fix. They are reminders of the illusion of separation. They are not to be feared, but embraced. For within every wound lies the wisdom of your soul, reminding you that you are not the pain. You are the one who holds it. and in holding it, you transform it. The more you allow yourself to simply be, the more the layers of the false self begin to fall away. The masks you have worn to protect yourself from the world dissolve. The stories you've told yourself about who you are, about your past, your limitations, your failures begin to lose their hold. You are no longer bound by the chains of the past, for you are not defined by your history. You are not the sum of your experiences. You are the consciousness in which all of these experiences arise and pass. You are the eternal witness, the formless observer. And when you identify with that, when you recognize that you are the witness and not the experience, the weight of the world lifts from your shoulders. And so, let go of the need to control. Let go of the need to have everything figured out. Trust that life is unfolding exactly as it is meant to. Trust that every step you take, every choice you make is guided by the same intelligence that created the stars and spun the planets into motion. Trust that you are already on the path that leads to your highest good, and that path does not require effort, it requires presence. And what is presence? It is the simple act of being here, right now, fully awake to the moment, free from the need to analyze, judge, or change anything. Presence is when you stop trying to get somewhere, when you stop seeking approval, when you stop trying to be someone you are not. It is when you allow yourself to be fully immersed in this moment, in this breath, in this life. It is when you release the need for the future to look a certain way, when you stop waiting for the right time to live. The right time is now. The only time is now. And in this now, there is nothing to do, just be. The essence of who you are is already whole. It does not need to be fixed. It does not need to be made better. It does not need to be validated by anyone or anything. It simply is. And in this being, you are free. The freedom you seek is not outside of you. It is not in the next achievement, in the next relationship, in the next job, in the next destination. It is not something you must chase, something you must work hard for. It is already here in you in this very moment. Freedom is the ability to rest in the truth of who you are, to trust in the unfolding of life, to know that you are already complete just as you are. When you realize this, when you let go of the constant striving, you will find that life begins to flow more effortlessly. The things you once thought you had to chase begin to flow toward you. Opportunities appear without you having to force them. People show up not because you're trying to get their approval, but because you are being true to yourself. And in this truth, in this alignment with your soul, you become a magnet for all that is meant for you. But this does not require effort. This does not require struggle. It requires only your willingness to be, to stop running, to stop fighting, to stop pushing, to simply be, to allow life to unfold in its own time, in its own way, trusting that all is well, trusting that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And so, let go of the need to prove yourself. Let go of the need to be more, to do more, to become more. You are already enough. You are already whole. You are already the expression of the divine walking this earth in human form, and in this knowing, you are free. There is nothing to do, just be. And in that being, you will discover that everything you have ever sought is already here, within you, waiting for you to remember. The love, the peace, the joy, it has always been yours. It is not something to attain. It is something to recognize. It is something to awaken to. So breathe in the truth that you are already whole. Breathe in the knowing that you are enough. Breathe in the love that has always been within you, and let it fill every cell of your being. And as you do, you will find that the world around you begins to reflect this truth. The world becomes a mirror of your own inner peace. And in that reflection, you will see there is nothing to do, just be. And in that being, you will finally realize you are the answer you've been looking for all along. And as you rest in the stillness, you begin to notice something even more profound, a subtle presence, not separate from you, but inseparable from you. It is the awareness that holds all things. It is the essence of the moment, unshaped, unformed, yet so full of life. You begin to realize that you are not the thoughts that rush like waves across your mind. You are not the emotions that come and go like the shifting tides. You are the stillness that witnesses it all, the silent observer who watches with love, who holds space for every moment to unfold in its own perfect time. And there in that realization, you discover that you are already whole. You are already the divine presence that you seek, that you have been searching for your entire life. The divine is not somewhere in the distance. It is not hidden from you, not locked away in a far-off place. It is here, in your every breath, in the very pulse of your heart, in the silence between your thoughts. It is the essence of the moment, the stillness that exists beneath the noise, the peace that is always here, always available, if only you would stop long enough to feel it. Feel it now. Allow yourself to sit with that truth, to be with that presence. Do not rush, do not reach for anything. Simply rest in the knowing that all is well, that you are enough, that you have never been apart from the divine. You have been looking outward for something you already possess. You have been seeking completion when you are already complete. You have been searching for the light when you are the light. This is not a truth that can be grasped by the mind. The mind is a tool for understanding, for navigating the world, but it cannot comprehend the depth of your being. It cannot grasp the infinite nature of the soul. No, the mind will always want to dissect, to categorize, to define. But the soul simply knows. It knows that it is already whole. It knows that it is already free. And when you listen to the soul, when you allow its wisdom to guide you, you stop seeking approval. You stop measuring your worth by the world's standards. You stop living in the future in the when this happens, then I'll be happy mentality, and instead you realize that happiness, peace, love, these are not things you find. These are the essence of your being. You don't need to become anything more. You simply need to be. And in this being, you will see the world with new eyes. You will no longer see the world as a place you must conquer, a place where you must prove your worth. Instead, you will see it as the sacred dance it truly is. Every moment will be a miracle. Every breath will be a prayer. Every step will be a surrender. And in that surrender, you will find that life is no longer something you must control. It is something you must trust. Trust that the universe is unfolding as it should. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment right now. Trust that you are not here to force things to happen. You are here to allow them to happen. You are here to be the vessel through which life flows, not the one who controls the flow. The more you surrender, the more the flow becomes effortless. The more you stop trying to steer the current, the more you begin to flow with it. And when you begin to flow with life, everything changes. The weight of the world is lifted from your shoulders. The pressure to perform, to achieve, to become more is released. You stop seeing obstacles as challenges to overcome and begin to see them as opportunities for growth, opportunities to deepen your awareness of who you truly are. For in every challenge, there is an invitation to return home. In every hardship, there is an opportunity to awaken. This is the secret of life. It is not about doing. It is not about achieving. It is about remembering who you truly are. The soul doesn't need to be fixed. It simply needs to be remembered. You do not need to climb higher, to push harder, to strive more. You need only to let go of the illusion that you are separate from the divine. You need only to stop running, stop striving, and simply be. You are not the mask you wear. You are not the role you play. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your successes. You are not your achievements or your failures. You are the consciousness that holds it all. You are the vastness of the sky, the stillness beneath the waves, the silence between the notes of a song. You are the space in which all things unfold. And when you come to know this, when you truly feel it in your bones, something miraculous happens. You begin to live from a place of inner peace. You begin to speak from a place of authenticity. You begin to love from a place of wholeness. Your life is no longer about impressing others. It is about expressing your soul. It is no longer about seeking validation. It is about honoring the divine essence within you. You no longer need to prove yourself to anyone. You no longer need to measure your worth by the world's standards. You no longer need to chase after what you think will make you happy, because you realize that happiness, peace, and love are already within you. They have always been within you. And the more you allow yourself to rest in this knowing, the more you become a magnet for all that you desire. Not because you are chasing it, but because you are already whole. And in that wholeness, you attract everything that is meant for you. The more you stop striving, the more you begin to receive. The more you let go of control, the more life flows effortlessly toward you. You no longer chase after love, after success, after peace. You allow them to come to you naturally, effortlessly, because you are no longer pushing them away. You are no longer running from them. You are no longer blocking them with the barriers you've built. You are simply being, and in that being, life is flowing towards you. This is the miracle. The miracle is not in doing more. It is in being more. The miracle is not in achieving more. It is in remembering that you have always been enough. You do not need to change. You do not need to fix anything. You need only to return to the truth of who you are. You need only to rest in the knowing that you are already whole, already loved, already enough. And when you do this, when you let go of the need to become, when you let go of the pressure to do, when you let go of the illusion that you are incomplete, something shifts. The energy around you shifts. The way you see the world shifts. The way you move through the world shifts. You begin to move with grace, with ease, with trust. You stop fighting against life and you begin to flow with it. You stop pushing and you begin to receive. This is the power of being. This is the power of surrender. This is the power of remembering who you are. And when you remember, the world around you remembers too. The world begins to reflect your peace. It begins to reflect your love. It begins to reflect your wholeness. And in that reflection, you will see, you will feel, you will know you are enough. You have always been enough. There is nothing more to do. There is only this, only now, only being. And in that being, you will find the freedom you have been searching for. Not the freedom to control the world, but the freedom to be yourself. Not the freedom to manipulate circumstances, but the freedom to flow with them. Not the freedom to escape life, but the freedom to embrace it as it is. And in that embrace, you will remember. You will remember who you are. You will remember that you are the sky. You will remember that you are the ocean. You will remember that you are the light. And in that remembrance, you will be free. And as you sit quietly in the embrace of this truth, you begin to feel it more deeply, more intimately, this deep, infinite, unshakable knowing that you are not here to conquer, not here to achieve, not here to prove your worth. You are here simply to be as you are in the fullness of your being, in the quiet of your heart, in the stillness of your soul. You know that you are not missing anything. You are not lacking anything. You have always been enough. And the more you rest in this knowing, the more the world falls away. Not in a way of escape, but in a way of liberation. You stop looking to the world to validate you. You stop measuring your worth by what others think, by the standards they impose, by the rules they set. You stop chasing the fleeting pleasures of success and approval. Instead, you begin to taste something far richer, something more sustaining, the peace that resides in your soul, the joy that rises like a river from deep within. You begin to realize that you are not meant to fit into the world. You are meant to shine as you are, as the unique expression of the divine that you are. And in that shining, you give others permission to do the same. You have come to know in the deepest part of your being that you are not here to become anything more than you already are. You are not here to run towards something. You are here to return, to remember. To return to the truth of your essence, to the sacredness of your being. There is nothing for you to do, nothing for you to chase. You are here to be in this moment, to be in the fullness of your existence. You are already the light, the love, the truth that you have sought in every corner of the earth. You are already whole. You are already the divine presence unfolding in human form. And so you begin to walk this earth with a quiet certainty. You no longer rush, no longer strive, no longer push. You move with the flow of life, trusting that all will come to you in its own time. You trust that the universe, the divine intelligence that moves through all things, is guiding you gently, lovingly toward your highest good. You are no longer anxious, no longer desperate, no longer seeking outside of yourself for fulfillment. You are the fulfillment. You are the joy, the peace, the love, the wholeness you've been searching for. In every moment, you begin to realize the sacredness of simply being. You feel the aliveness in your breath. You feel the pulse of life in every beat of your heart. You see the beauty in the smallest things, the way the light dances on the leaves, the sound of the wind in the trees, the warmth of a touch, the silence between words. You see that life itself is the greatest miracle, and you are an expression of that miracle. You are the living testament to the divine intelligence that created everything, and you are not separate from it. You are a part of it. You are the whole. You are the universe, breathing itself into being. And with this knowing, something beautiful happens. You begin to forgive yourself, and in that forgiveness, you are free. You release the judgments, the shame, the guilt, the fear that have kept you chained. You release the past that has tried to define you. You release the future that has tried to control you. And in that release, you find that you are lighter, freer, more alive than you have ever been. You no longer carry the burden of the past, nor do you worry about the future. You are here in this moment, and this moment is enough. This moment is all there is. And in this moment, you are whole. You are at peace. You are love. And as you stand in this truth, you begin to see the world differently. You see it as a reflection of your own inner state. You see the divine presence in everything and everyone. You see that all is connected, that all is one. There is no separation, no division, no us and them. There is only the one, and you are that one. You are the divine expression of the universe, experiencing itself in human form. And in this realization, you find that there is no need to strive, no need to push, no need to fight. Life is not something to be conquered, it is something to be embraced. It is something to be lived in its fullest expression, and you are already living it. So take a moment now, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and feel the truth that has always been with you. Feel the peace, the love, the joy, the wholeness that is already present. You are not searching for it. You are it. You are the presence of the divine, right here, right now. You are the light, the love, the truth, the peace that you have always sought in the world. You have been it all along. And when you come to know this, when you truly rest in this knowing, something incredible happens. The world begins to reflect this truth back to you. People begin to see you for who you really are, not the role you've played, not the mask you've worn, but the true essence of who you are. And in this reflection, you will see that you are enough. You always have been. You always will be. There is nothing you need to do. There is only this moment, this breath, this life. And in this moment, you are enough. You are whole. You are loved. You are the divine, walking this earth in human form. And this truth is all you need to know. You are the light. You are the love. You are the peace. You are the miracle. And now, my friend, you are free. For there is nothing more to seek. There is nothing more to do. Just be. And in that being, you are everything you've ever needed. You are home, and you are whole.
Hey there, have you ever wondered how to program your mind for success? How to tap into your full potential and achieve your dreams? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to share with you 5 powerful ways to brainwash yourself for success. First things first, let's talk about the power of belief. You see, what you believe about yourself and your abilities has a massive impact on what you can achieve. If you believe you're capable, talented, and destined for greatness, guess what? You're already halfway there. But if you're plagued by self-doubt, limiting beliefs, and negative self-talk, you're sabotaging your own success. So the first step to brainwashing yourself for success is to adopt empowering beliefs. Start telling yourself that you can do it, that you have what it takes, and that nothing can stop you. Repeat these affirmations daily and watch as your mind starts to shift. But beliefs alone aren't enough. You also need to take action. And that's where the second way to brainwash yourself for success comes in setting goals. You see, when you set clear, specific, and achievable goals, you give your mind a roadmap to follow. You create a target to aim for, and you focus your energy and efforts towards that target. But here's the thing, your goals need to be meaningful to you. They need to align with your values, your passions, and your purpose. Because when you're chasing a goal that truly matters to you, you'll be unstoppable. Now let's talk about the third way to brainwash yourself for success: visualization. Have you ever heard the saying, if you can see it, you can achieve it? Well, it's true. When you visualize yourself achieving your goals, when you create a vivid mental image of what success looks like for you, you're programming your mind to make it happen. You're sending a powerful message to your subconscious that says, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get. So take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and visualize your success. See yourself crushing your goals, feel the excitement and pride of achievement, and let that vision guide you forward. But visualization isn't just about imagining success, it's also about overcoming obstacles. And that's where the fourth way to brainwash yourself for success comes in: mental rehearsal. You see, life is full of challenges and setbacks. There will be times when things don't go according to plan, when you face rejection, failure, or adversity. But here's the thing, you can train your mind to handle these challenges like a pro. Through mental rehearsal, you can imagine yourself facing and overcoming any obstacle that comes your way. You can visualize yourself staying calm, focused, and resilient in the face of adversity. And the more you practice this mental rehearsal, the more prepared you'll be when real challenges arise. Finally, let's talk about the fifth and most important way to brainwash yourself for success: gratitude. You see, success isn't just about achieving your goals, it's about appreciating the journey. It's about being thankful for the opportunities, the lessons, and the growth that come with pursuing your dreams. When you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. You start to see the abundance and possibility all around you. And that, my friend, is the ultimate key to success. So there you have it, 5 powerful ways to brainwash yourself for success. Adopt empowering beliefs, set meaningful goals, visualize your success, mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, and cultivate gratitude. But here's the thing, these strategies aren't a magic pill. They require consistent effort and practice. You need to make them a daily habit, a non-negotiable part of your routine. Because success isn't something that happens to you, it's something you create through your thoughts, your actions, and your choices. So I challenge you today to start brainwashing yourself for success. Start telling yourself that you're capable, talented, and destined for greatness. Set goals that light you up inside and visualize yourself achieving them with ease and joy. Mentally rehearse overcoming any obstacle that comes your way and cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the journey ahead. And remember, success isn't just about reaching the destination, it's about who you become along the way. It's about the person you grow into through the pursuit of your dreams. So embrace the challenges, learn from the setbacks, and keep pushing forward. Because with the right mindset and the right strategies, there's nothing you can't achieve. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I don't have what it takes? Well, let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every successful person has failed, and failed often. The difference is that they didn't let failure define them. They picked themselves up, learned from their mistakes, and kept moving forward. And that's what I want for you. I want you to embrace failure as a necessary step on the path to success. I want you to see each setback as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. Because the truth is, you have everything you need to succeed already inside of you. You have the power to create your own reality, to shape your own destiny. But it all starts with your mindset. It all starts with the way you talk to yourself, the way you see yourself, and the way you show up in the world. So start today. Start brainwashing yourself for success. Start believing in yourself, setting goals, visualizing your success, mentally rehearsing overcoming obstacles, and cultivating gratitude. And as you do, watch as your life starts to change. Watch as opportunities start to appear, as doors start to open, and as your dreams start to become your reality. Because when you change your mind, you change your life. When you brainwash yourself for success, you become unstoppable. So, my friend, are you ready to take control of your mind and your life? Are you ready to break free from limiting beliefs and negative self-talk? Are you ready to create the life you've always dreamed of? Then start today. Start brainwashing yourself for success. And watch as your world transforms before your very eyes. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a process of growth, learning, and becoming the best version of yourself. And it all starts with your mindset. It all starts with the way you talk to yourself, the way you see yourself, and the way you see yourself, and the way you show up in the world. So don't wait another day. Don't let another opportunity pass you by. Start brainwashing yourself for success today. Start believing in yourself, setting goals, visualizing your success, mentally rehearsing overcoming obstacles, and cultivating gratitude. And watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Because the truth is, you are capable of amazing things. You have a unique gift to share with the world and a purpose to fulfill. And when you tap into that power, when you unleash your full potential, there's no limit to what you can achieve. So, my friend, are you ready to take the first step? Are you ready to start brainwashing yourself for success? Then let's do this. Let's create a life that's beyond your wildest dreams. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because that's what success is all about. It's not just about achieving your goals, it's about making a positive impact, leaving a legacy, and living a life of purpose and meaning. And when you brainwash yourself for success, when you align your thoughts, your actions, and your choices with your deepest values and aspirations, that's when the magic happens. So don't settle for a life of mediocrity. Don't settle for a life of regret and unfulfilled potential. Choose success. Choose to brainwash yourself for greatness. Choose to become the person you were always meant to be. And as you do, know that you're not alone. Know that there are countless others on the same journey, facing the same challenges and striving for the same goals. You know that you have the support, the encouragement, and the inspiration of a community of like-minded individuals, all working together to create a better world. So let's do this. Let's brainwash ourselves for success. Let's create a life that's beyond our wildest dreams. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So, my friend, are you ready? Are you ready to take the first step on this journey of transformation and growth? Are you ready to brainwash yourself for success and create the life you've always wanted? Then let's do this. Let's start today. Let's adopt empowering beliefs, set meaningful goals, visualize our success, mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, and cultivate gratitude. Let's become the architects of our own destiny and the creators of our own reality. Because when we take control of our minds and our lives, that's when the magic happens. That's when we unlock our full potential and tap into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. So, my friend, let's start now. Let's start brainwashing ourselves for success and creating the life we've always dreamed of. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because the world needs us. The world needs our unique gifts, our passions, and our purpose. The world needs us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning, and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because that's what life is all about. It's about living with purpose, passion, and intention. It's about making a difference and leaving the world a better place than we found it. And when we brainwash ourselves for success, when we align our thoughts, our actions, and our choices with our deepest values and aspirations, that's when we truly start to live. That's when we unlock our full potential and tap into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. So, my friend, are you ready to start living? Are you ready to brainwash yourself for success and create the life you've always wanted? Then let's do this. Let's start today. Let's adopt empowering beliefs, set meaningful goals, visualize our success, mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, and cultivate gratitude. Let's become the architects of our own destiny and the creators of our own reality. Because the world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning, and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So, my friend, let's start now. Let's start brainwashing ourselves for success and creating the life we've always dreamed of. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because that's what life is all about. It's about living with purpose, passion, and intention. It's about making a difference and leaving the world a better place than we found it. And when we brainwash ourselves for success, when we align our thoughts, our actions, and our choices with our deepest values and aspirations, that's when we truly start to live. That's when we unlock our full potential and tap into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. So let's do this. Let's start today. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's beyond our wildest dreams. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because the world needs us. The world needs our unique gifts, our passions, and our purpose. The world needs us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So my friend, are you ready to start living? Are you ready to brainwash yourself for success and create the life you've always wanted? Then let's do this. Let's start today. Let's adopt empowering beliefs, set meaningful goals, visualize our success, mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, and cultivate gratitude. Let's become the architects of our own destiny and the creators of our own reality. Because the world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So, my friend, let's start now. Let's start brainwashing ourselves for success and creating the life we've always dreamed of. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because that's what life is all about. It's about living with purpose, passion, and intention. It's about making a difference and leaving the world a better place than we found it. And when we brainwash ourselves for success, when we align our thoughts, our actions, and our choices with our deepest values and aspirations, that's when we truly start to live. That's when we unlock our full potential and tap into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. So let's do this. Let's start today. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's beyond our wildest dreams. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because the world needs us. The world needs our unique gifts, our passions, and our purpose. The world needs us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So my friend, are you ready to start living? Are you ready to brainwash yourself for success and create the life you've always wanted? Then let's do this. Let's start today. Let's adopt empowering beliefs, set meaningful goals, visualize our success, mentally rehearse overcoming obstacles, and cultivate gratitude. Let's become the architects of our own destiny and the creators of our own reality. Because the world is waiting for us. The world is waiting for us to step up, to rise to the challenge, and to become the leaders and change makers we were always meant to be. So let's answer that call. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's filled with joy, meaning, and impact. Let's become the best version of ourselves and leave a legacy that inspires others to do the same. Because when we tap into our full potential and unleash our greatness, there's no limit to what we can achieve. There's no obstacle we can't overcome, no challenge we can't conquer, and no dream we can't make a reality. So my friend, let's start now. Let's start brainwashing ourselves for success and creating the life we've always dreamed of. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because that's what life is all about. It's about living with purpose, passion, and intention. It's about making a difference and leaving the world a better place than we found it. And when we brainwash ourselves for success, when we align our thoughts, our actions, and our choices with our deepest values and aspirations, that's when we truly start to live. That's when we unlock our full potential and tap into the infinite possibilities that lie within us. So let's do this. Let's start today. Let's brainwash ourselves for success and create a life that's beyond our wildest dreams. Let's become the best version of ourselves and make a difference in the world. Because when we do, there's no limit to what we can achieve. Hey there, let's talk about something that's been on my mind lately, emotionally detaching from someone. It's a tough subject, I know, but it's so important to understand how to do this in a healthy way. Because the truth is, sometimes we find ourselves in situations where we need to create some distance between ourselves and another person, whether it's a romantic partner, a friend, or even a family member. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about completely cutting someone out of your life. That's not always necessary or even advisable. What I'm talking about is learning how to set boundaries, how to protect your own emotional well-being, and how to avoid getting too caught up in someone else's drama or negativity. So let's dive in. The first rule of emotionally detaching from someone is to recognize when it's necessary. This can be tricky because our emotions can cloud our judgment. We might feel loyal to someone even when they're treating us poorly. We might feel guilty about pulling away even when it's the healthiest thing for us to do. But here's the thing, you have to trust your gut. If you're feeling drained, anxious, or unhappy after spending time with someone, that's a red flag. If you're constantly making excuses for their behavior or trying to fix their problems, that's another sign that you might need to step back. The second rule is to set clear boundaries. This means communicating your needs and expectations clearly and firmly. It might mean saying no to certain requests or invitations. It might mean limiting the amount of time you spend with someone or the topics you're willing to discuss with them. The key is to be assertive without being aggressive. You don't need to be mean or confrontational, but you do need to be direct. Remember, setting boundaries isn't about punishing the other person, it's about taking care of yourself. The third rule is to focus on your own growth and happiness. When we're emotionally entangled with someone, it's easy to lose sight of our own needs and goals. We might put their desires ahead of our own or neglect our own self-care in order to be there for them. But the truth is, you can't pour from an empty cup. If you're not taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally, you won't have anything to give to others. So make sure you're prioritizing your own well-being. Pursue your passions, spend time with people who uplift you, and practice self-compassion. The fourth rule is to let go of the need to control the situation or the other person. This can be especially hard if you're a natural caretaker or problem solver. You might feel responsible for the other person's happiness or success, or you might worry that if you're not there to help them, something terrible will happen. But the reality is you can't control anyone else's life or choices. You can offer support and guidance, but ultimately they have to take responsibility for their own actions and consequences. Trying to control the situation will only lead to frustration and resentment on both sides. And the fifth and final rule is to give yourself permission to move on. This doesn't necessarily mean ending the relationship altogether, although in some cases that might be necessary. What it means is allowing yourself to let go of the emotional attachment and create a new dynamic that works better for you. This might involve spending less time together, being less emotionally invested, or even just changing the way you think about the relationship. It's okay to grieve the loss of what you had, but don't let that grief hold you back from creating something new and better. Now, I know that emotionally detaching from someone is easier said than done. It can be a long and difficult process, especially if you have a history with that person or if you're prone to people-pleasing. But I promise you it's worth it. When you learn how to set healthy boundaries and prioritize your own well-being, you free yourself up to create more fulfilling relationships and pursue your own dreams. You stop wasting energy on people and situations that don't serve you and start investing in the things that truly matter to you. So, if you're struggling to emotionally detach from someone right now, I want you to know that you're not alone. It's a common challenge that many of us face at some point in our lives. But I also want you to know that you have the strength and the wisdom within you to handle it with grace and resilience. Start by taking small steps. Set one boundary at a time. Practice self-care every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. And most importantly, be patient and compassionate with yourself. Remember, emotionally detaching from someone doesn't mean you're heartless or uncaring. It means you're wise enough to know when a relationship is no longer serving you and brave enough to do something about it. It means you value yourself enough to create the kind of life and connections that truly nourish and inspire you. So keep going, keep learning and growing and trusting yourself, and know that on the other side of this challenge lies a whole world of possibility and joy. You've got this, and you deserve nothing less than the very best. Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that emotionally detaching from someone can be incredibly painful, especially if it's someone you care about deeply. It's natural to feel a sense of loss or grief, even if you know it's the right thing to do. But here's the thing, that pain is a sign that you're growing. It's a sign that you're breaking free from old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you. It's a sign that you're creating space for something new and better to come into your life. So don't run from the pain. Don't try to numb it or avoid it. Instead, lean into it. Allow yourself to feel it fully without judgment or resistance. Cry if you need to. Scream into a pillow. Write in a journal. Do whatever you need to do to express and release those emotions in a healthy way. And then when you're ready, start to focus on the future. Start to imagine what kind of life you want to create for yourself and what kind of relationships you want to attract. Use the pain as fuel to propel you forward towards your deepest desires and highest potential. Because here's the thing, you are not defined by your past relationships or experiences. You are not limited by the choices you've made or the challenges you faced. You have the power to create your own reality, to shape your own destiny, and to choose who you want to be in this world. So don't let anyone else's negativity or dysfunction hold you back. Don't let your own fears or doubts keep you stuck in a cycle of unhealthy attachments. Trust your instincts, honor your boundaries, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. And remember, you are never alone on this journey. There are people out there who will love and support you unconditionally, who will celebrate your successes and comfort you in your failures. Seek them out. Surround yourself with them. Let them remind you of your own strengths and beauty, even when you can't see it yourself. Because at the end of the day, emotionally detaching from someone is not about rejecting love or connection. It's about creating space for the right kind of love and connection to enter your life. It's about saying yes to yourself, yes to your dreams, and yes to the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. So keep going, my friend. Keep growing and learning and evolving. Keep opening your heart to the magic and mystery of this beautiful, messy, complicated world we live in. And know that whatever challenges you face, whatever obstacles you encounter, you have the resilience and the courage to overcome them and to create a life that truly lights you up from the inside out. In the end, emotionally detaching from someone is not about losing something or someone. It's about gaining something, a deeper sense of self, a clearer vision of what you want, and a greater capacity for true, authentic, soul-level connection. It's about learning to love yourself first so that you can love others more fully and freely. It's about creating boundaries that protect your energy and your peace so that you can show up in the world as your best and brightest self. And it's about trusting the journey, even when it feels hard or scary or uncertain. Because the truth is, life is too short to stay stuck in relationships or situations that don't truly nourish and inspire us. We all deserve to feel seen, heard, and valued for who we are. We all deserve to have relationships that uplift us, challenge us, and help us grow into the fullest expression of ourselves. So, if you're in the process of emotionally detaching from someone right now, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for being brave enough to listen to your own heart, even when it's telling you something difficult or painful. I'm proud of you for being willing to let go of what no longer serves you, even when it feels scary or uncertain. And I'm proud of you for taking a stand for your own happiness and well-being, even when the world around you might not understand or support your choices. Keep going, my friend. Keep trusting yourself. Keep honoring your own needs and desires, and keep moving forward with courage and conviction. Because on the other side of this challenge lies a whole new world of possibility, a world where you get to create the kind of life and love that truly sets your soul on fire. And remember, no matter what happens, no matter how hard things get, you are never alone. You are surrounded by a universe that loves you, supports you, and wants to see you thrive. You are connected to a power and a presence that is greater than any obstacle or challenge you could ever face. So lean into that power. Trust in that presence. And know that whatever happens, you have the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience to handle it with grace and ease. You've got this, my friend, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. It's important to remember that healing is not a linear process. There will be days when you feel strong and empowered, and there will be days when you feel sad, angry, or confused. There will be moments when you question your decision, and moments when you feel more certain than ever that you're doing the right thing. And that's okay. That's all part of the process. The key is to keep moving forward, even when it feels hard or uncomfortable. To keep showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. And to keep believing in your own worth and value, even when others might try to convince you otherwise. One of the most important things you can do as you navigate this process is to surround yourself with a strong support system. This might include friends, family members, or even a therapist or counselor who can offer guidance and perspective. It's okay to lean on others for help and support when you need it. In fact, it's a sign of strength and courage to do so. But it's also important to remember that your healing is ultimately up to you. No one else can do the work for you, and no one else can give you the answers you seek. You have to be willing to look within yourself, to confront your own fears and doubts, and to take responsibility for your own growth and transformation. This might involve some deep soul searching and self-reflection. It might require you to confront some painful truths about yourself or your past relationships. It might mean letting go of old stories or beliefs that no longer serve you and embracing new ones that empower and inspire you. But through it all, remember this: you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. You deserve to be treated with kindness, compassion, and understanding. And you have the power within you to create the kind of life and relationships that truly fulfill you, no matter what anyone else might say or do. So keep going. Keep learning and growing and evolving. Keep surrounding yourself with people and experiences that lift you up and make you feel alive. And most importantly, keep believing in yourself and your own inherent worth and value. Because the truth is, emotionally detaching from someone is not just about letting go of them, it's about making space for something new and better to come into your life. It's about creating room for growth, for joy, for love, and for all the incredible possibilities that await you on the other side of this challenge. And as you do this work, as you continue to heal and transform and evolve, remember that you are not alone. Remember that there are countless others who have walked this path before you, who have faced their own struggles and challenges and come out the other side stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever. Draw strength from their stories. Learn from their examples. And know that whatever happens, whatever challenges you face, you have the power within you to overcome them and to create a life that truly lights you up from the inside out. So keep going, my friend. Keep shining your light. Keep spreading your love. And keep believing in the incredible power and potential that lies within you. The world needs your unique gifts and talents, and there is so much beauty and magic waiting for you on the other side of this journey. Trust the process. Trust yourself. And know that no matter what happens, you are always, always worthy of the very best that life has to offer. You've got this, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. As you continue to emotionally detach from someone, it's important to remember that this process is not about erasing them from your life entirely. It's not about pretending they never existed or denying the impact they had on you. Rather, it's about finding a new way to relate to them, one that honors your own needs and boundaries while still allowing for compassion and understanding. This might mean setting clear limits on how much time you spend together or what topics you're willing to discuss. It might mean learning to communicate in a more assertive and self-protective way. Or it might mean simply changing the way you think about the relationship and the role it plays in your life. Whatever form it takes, remember that emotionally detaching from someone is ultimately a way of caring for yourself. It's about recognizing that your own well-being and happiness matter and that you have the right to prioritize them in your life. And as you do this, as you learn to put yourself first and set healthy boundaries, you might find that other areas of your life start to shift and change as well. You might find yourself attracting new people and opportunities that align with your values and goals. You might discover new passions or interests that light you up from the inside out. And you might start to see yourself in a whole new light as someone who is strong, capable, and deserving of all the love and joy that life has to offer. So keep going. Keep exploring and experimenting and taking risks. Keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and embracing new challenges and adventures. And above all, keep believing in yourself and your own inherent worth and value. Because the truth is, emotionally detaching from someone is not the end of the story, it's just the beginning of a whole new chapter. A chapter where you get to be the hero of your own journey, the creator of your own destiny, and the architect of your own happiness. And as you step into this new chapter, remember that you are not defined by your past relationships or experiences. You are not limited by the opinions or expectations of others. You are a unique and precious soul with your own special gifts and talents to offer the world. So let your light shine, let your voice be heard, and let your heart lead the way, even when the path ahead feels uncertain or unclear. Trust that the universe has your back and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. And above all, remember this: you are loved, you are valued, and you are worthy of all the incredible blessings that life has in store for you. So keep going, my friend. Keep growing and learning and evolving. And know that no matter what happens, you have the strength, the courage, and the resilience to handle it with grace and ease. You've got this, and I'm cheering you on every step of the way. My friend, have you ever found yourself stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, negative thinking, and limiting beliefs? Have you ever felt like your own mind is holding you back from achieving the success and fulfillment you truly desire? If so, then you're not alone. But what if I told you that there's a simple yet powerful technique that can help you break free from those mental shackles and unlock your full potential? That technique is self-hypnosis, and today I'm going to share with you the 5 simple steps that will allow you to harness its transformative power. You see, the human mind is an incredible force, capable of shaping our reality in ways we can scarcely imagine. But too often we allow our minds to become cluttered with negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and self-sabotaging patterns that keep us stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. We tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we'll never achieve our dreams, and that success is reserved for a select few. But what if I told you that those thoughts, those beliefs are nothing more than programming that you have the power to change? That's exactly what self-hypnosis allows you to do. It's a tool that lets you bypass your conscious mind and speak directly to your subconscious, where your deepest beliefs and thought patterns reside. And when you learn to harness the power of your subconscious mind, you unlock a level of focus, determination, and self-belief that can propel you towards success in every area of your life. Imagine waking up each morning with a burning desire to achieve your goals, free from the self-doubt and negative thinking that once held you back. Imagine being able to tap into a wellspring of motivation, creativity, and confidence that allows you to tackle any challenge with unwavering resolve. That's the power of self-hypnosis, my friend, and today I'm going to show you how to harness it for yourself. The first step is to understand the power of your subconscious mind. You see, your conscious mind, the one you're using right now to process these words, is only a small part of your mental capacity. The vast majority of your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors are controlled by your subconscious mind, the part of your mind that operates behind the scenes, shaping your reality without you even realizing it. And here's the thing: your subconscious mind is like a sponge, absorbing and accepting every thought, belief, and idea you expose it to. That's why it's so important to be mindful of the messages you're feeding it, because those messages shape your reality. The second step is to learn how to enter a state of deep relaxation, which is the gateway to your subconscious mind. When you're in a state of deep relaxation, your brainwaves slow down and your conscious mind takes a back seat, allowing you to access the powerful programming capabilities of your subconscious. There are many techniques you can use to achieve this state, such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or even guided meditations. The key is to find a method that works for you and practice it regularly until it becomes second nature. The third step is to create powerful, positive affirmations that align with your goals and desires. These affirmations should be written in the present tense, as if you've already achieved what you want to achieve. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," you would say, "I am a successful person achieving my goals with ease." The power of these affirmations lies in their ability to reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support your success. The fourth step is to enter a state of self-hypnosis and repeat these affirmations to yourself, allowing them to sink deeply into your subconscious mind. This is where the real magic happens, as your subconscious mind begins to accept these new beliefs as reality, shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your life experience. And finally, the fifth step is to take consistent action towards your goals. Self-hypnosis is not a magic wand, it's a powerful tool that aligns your mindset with your desired outcome, but you still need to put in the work and take consistent action to make those dreams a reality. But here's the thing, my friend, when you combine the power of self-hypnosis with consistent action, you create an unstoppable force, fueled by a mindset of unwavering focus, self-belief, and determination. Imagine waking up each morning feeling like you can conquer the world. Imagine being able to tap into a wellspring of motivation and confidence that allows you to tackle any challenge with ease. That's the power of self-hypnosis, and it's within your reach. Now, I know what you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how can I be sure it will work for me? And to that, I say, trust in the process, my friend. Self-hypnosis is not some new age fad or pseudoscience. It's a time-tested technique that has been used for centuries to help people overcome their limitations and achieve their greatest potential. But don't just take my word for it. Look around you, my friend. Look at the successful people, the high achievers, the ones who seem to defy the odds and accomplish the impossible. You'll find that many of them have unlocked the power of their subconscious minds through techniques like self-hypnosis. They've learned to reprogram their beliefs, to eliminate self-doubt and negative thinking, and to tap into a wellspring of focus, motivation, and self-belief that propels them towards their goals. And now it's your turn, my friend. It's time for you to join their ranks, to step into the greatness that lies within you, and to unlock your full potential through the power of self-hypnosis. But remember, self-hypnosis is not a quick fix or a magic solution. It's a tool, a powerful tool, but one that requires consistent practice and dedication. You must be willing to put in the work, to show up for yourself day after day, and to take consistent action towards your goals. And when you do, when you combine the power of self-hypnosis with consistent action, you'll experience a transformation like no other. You'll shed the limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging patterns that once held you back, and you'll step into a new reality, a reality where success, abundance, and fulfillment are your birthright. So, my friend, are you ready to take the first step? Are you ready to unlock the power of your subconscious mind and step into the greatness that lies within you? If so, then let's begin. Remember, the 5 simple steps to hypnotize yourself for success are: 1, understand the power of your subconscious mind; 2, learn to enter a state of deep relaxation; 3, create powerful, positive affirmations; 4, enter a state of self-hypnosis and repeat these affirmations; and 5, take consistent action towards your goals. Follow these steps, my friend, and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. Watch as self-doubt and negative thinking give way to unwavering focus and self-belief. Watch as obstacles and challenges become mere stepping stones on your path to success. And most importantly, watch as you step into the greatness that has been waiting for you all along, the greatness that lies within you, just waiting to be unleashed. The journey may not be easy, but trust me, it will be worth every ounce of effort, every moment of dedication. Because on the other side of that journey lies a life of abundance, fulfillment, and success beyond your wildest dreams. So go forth, my friend. Embrace the power of self-hypnosis and let it be the catalyst that propels you towards the greatness that is your birthright. The world is waiting for you. And it's time for you to step up and claim your place among the ranks of those who have dared to dream, to believe, and to achieve the impossible. Remember, the only limits that exist are the ones we place on ourselves, and with the power of self-hypnosis, you have the ability to shatter those limits and create a reality that is limited only by the boundaries of your imagination. So take that first step today, my friend. Unlock the power of your subconscious mind and watch as the doors of opportunity and abundance swing wide open before you. Embrace the journey, savor the victories, and never, ever give up. Because when you do, you'll unlock a level of personal growth, self-belief, and success that will stay with you for the rest of your life. As we delve deeper into the transformative power of self-hypnosis, my friend, I want to share with you a personal story that illustrates just how profound an impact this technique can have on your life. You see, there was a time when I found myself stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, negative thinking, and limiting beliefs. I had achieved a certain level of success, but deep down I knew that I was capable of so much more. And yet, every time I tried to push myself further to reach for those lofty goals, I found myself held back by a voice inside my head, a voice that told me I wasn't good enough, that I didn't have what it takes, that I was destined to fail. It was a soul-crushing experience, and it threatened to derail me from my path time and time again. I tried everything, affirmations, positive thinking, even therapy, but nothing seemed to work. That voice, that relentless voice of self-doubt and negativity, kept pushing me back down every time I tried to rise up. And then one day I stumbled upon the concept of self-hypnosis. At first, I'll admit I was skeptical. I had always associated hypnosis with stage shows and swinging pendulums, and the idea of using it to reprogram my own mind seemed far-fetched, to say the least. But something inside me told me to give it a try. I was at my wit's end, and I was willing to try anything to break free from the shackles of self-doubt that had been holding me back for so long. So I dove in headfirst. I studied the techniques, learned how to enter a state of deep relaxation, and crafted powerful, positive affirmations that spoke directly to the goals and dreams I had for myself. And then I began the process of self-hypnosis. At first, it was challenging. My conscious mind, so used to the negative self-talk and limiting beliefs, fought back against the positive affirmations I was feeding it. But I persisted day after day, repeating those affirmations and allowing them to sink deeper and deeper into my subconscious mind. And slowly, ever so slowly, something began to shift. It started with small moments of clarity, fleeting glimpses of self-belief and confidence that would shine through the fog of self-doubt. And then those moments began to grow longer, more frequent, until eventually they became the norm. The voice of self-doubt, that relentless voice that had plagued me for so long, began to grow quieter and quieter until it was nothing more than a distant whisper, easily drowned out by the powerful positive affirmations that had taken root in my subconscious mind. And as that transformation took hold, something incredible happened. I started to achieve goals and dreams that had once seemed utterly impossible. Opportunities that I had previously dismissed as being out of reach began to present themselves, and I found myself embracing them with a level of confidence and self-belief that I had never experienced before. It was as if a veil had been lifted, and I was seeing the world and my own potential through new eyes. I was no longer held back by the limitations I had placed on myself. Instead, I was propelled forward by a burning desire to achieve, to succeed, and to live the life I had always dreamed of. And all of this, my friend, was made possible by the power of self-hypnosis. Now, I know what you might be thinking, that's great for you, but how can I be sure it will work for me? And to that, I say, trust in the process, my friend. Trust in the transformative power of your own mind and in your ability to shape your reality through the power of your thoughts and beliefs. Because the truth is, We are all capable of achieving greatness, of living lives of abundance and fulfillment beyond our wildest dreams. The only thing that holds us back is the programming that we allow to take root in our subconscious minds, the limiting beliefs, the self-doubt, the negative self-talk that keeps us stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. But when you learn to harness the power of self-hypnosis, you gain the ability to rewrite that programming, to replace those limiting beliefs with empowering ones that support your success and propel you towards your goals. And let me tell you, my friend, the feeling of shedding those mental shackles and stepping into your true potential is truly indescribable. It's a sense of freedom, of limitless possibility that fills you with a motivation and drive unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Suddenly, the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become mere stepping stones on your path to success. The challenges that once filled you with dread become opportunities for growth and personal development. And the dreams that once seemed out of reach come tantalizingly close, as if the universe itself is conspiring to make them a reality. But it's not just about achieving external success, my friend. The true power of self-hypnosis lies in the transformation that takes place within you. As you reprogram your subconscious mind with positive, empowering beliefs, you begin to cultivate a level of self-belief, confidence, and resilience that is truly unstoppable. You become the master of your own destiny, the architect of your own reality. You shed the limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging patterns that once held you back, and you step into a new way of being, a way of being, a way of being that is rooted in abundance, possibility, and an unwavering belief in your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. And as you continue on this journey of self-hypnosis and personal growth, you'll find that the transformation extends far beyond just your professional or material success. It will touch every aspect of your life, from your relationships to your physical and mental well-being, to your overall sense of fulfillment and purpose. Because when you reprogram your subconscious mind to align with your deepest desires and aspirations, you create a ripple effect that radiates outward, touching and transforming every corner of your existence. So, my friend, if you're ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth, if you're ready to unlock the power of your subconscious mind and step into the greatness that lies within you, then let me reiterate those 5 simple steps. Understand the power of your subconscious mind and its ability to shape your reality. Learn to enter a state of deep relaxation, which is the gateway to your subconscious. Create powerful, positive affirmations that align with your goals and desires. Enter a state of self-hypnosis and repeat these affirmations, allowing them to sink deeply into your subconscious mind. Take consistent action towards your goals, fueled by the motivation and self-belief that self-hypnosis has instilled within you. Follow these steps, my friend, and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes. Watch as self-doubt and negative thinking give way to unwavering focus and self-belief. Watch as obstacles and challenges become mere stepping stones on your path to success. And most importantly, watch as you step into the greatness that has been waiting for you all along, the greatness that lies within you, just waiting to be unleashed. The journey may not be easy, but trust me, it will be worth every ounce of effort, every moment of dedication. Because on the other side of that journey lies a life of abundance, fulfillment, and success beyond your wildest dreams, a life where you are the master of your own destiny, the architect of your own reality.